All right. Today was another emotional trade. Not emotional trade, emotional day. But we traded good today. First loss sucked because Trump tweeted, and we lost a little bit more than we wanted to, but we ended up getting most of that back. And preserving our capital, ending the day minus $40 per account, $44. I forget the total. But today is an example on why you should trust yourself, trust your bias, trust what you've learned, trust your ability to trade and all that stuff. I have a 2-trade rule, so I lost the first trade, saw a second setup, so I took it, even though a couple people told me not to take it. But again, we trusted the bias. We held the trade for literally the longest trade I've held during AM session was like 45 minutes. And as you can see, the trade is still even running even higher to the 23% extension or whatever the hell it was. Let's see, let's go to the 15-minute time frame. 20% extension. Let's mark out the fib. 27% extension. Sorry. So that would have been a banger too. But let's go over the first trade. So this was the second trade that ended up making our profits back a little bit. Again, first trade was a little bit bigger of a loss than we wanted it to be. So we'll X this out. Let's go over the first trade. So again, we can X this out too. We'll come back to it. All right, so CPI news data came out, right? We'll X all this out. CPI news came out. We came into this 15-minute fair value gap. CPI was at 8:30 a.m., right? And again, if you want these full in-depth trade recaps, join the Discord, all right? Because again, I do in-depth recaps every night. But again, we had this 15-minute bullish fair value gap here, right? We'll make this 15 minutes so you guys know. 15-minute bullish fair value gap, and we marked out equilibrium, right? As we could see. So, first trade we took. We came up, came down on market open. We ended up breaking structure to the upside on the 5-minute time frame, and we inversed this 5-minute fair value gap. So I was like, dope. We could target data highs and these hourly highs or 4-hour highs, these 4-hour highs above, right? All-time highs. I was like, cool, this is going to play out. Let's go down to the 1-minute time frame. We could see that we broke structure to the upside, the 5-minute, inverse that 5-minute fair value gap. I drew out this 1-minute fair value gap right here and this 1-minute fair value gap right here. Respected both of them, right? Pretty good setup, I think, right? This is our entry. I went in half of my normal position size, so I went in 2 micros because as you can see, this was a 64-point stop. I moved my stop loss up to here to 43 points, but we still got filled even lower because this candle was pretty big down. I think I had it up here or something like that. We got filled all the way down here, which sucks. We lost 49 points. But again, we ended up losing more than I wanted to. First take profit, again, stop loss looked like this underneath this fair value gap. First take profit was data highs. Second take profit was going to be these all-time highs. And then third take profit was going to be off the fib on the 15-minute time frame, the 27% extension for a 1 to 2.7 risk to reward. And we could see that played off. That played out. The overall bias was correct, but again, we wanted to retrace first. As we can see, Trump tweeted right at 9:44 saying something about Powell, and that's when that huge candle came out. So again, if Trump didn't tweet, I think this trade would have hit any given day, hitting at data highs and those all-time highs. But again, that's why we have a stop loss, because Trump ended up tweeting, price decided to dump, and we ended up looking for a different entry. So again, I've been working on my emotions and stuff like that a lot lately because I feel like that's what holds me back most. Again, I'm building my way up on these PA accounts. We're still around like the break-even phase and some are in profit, but again, we've been down on these accounts, we've been up on these accounts, we've been down even more, and we've been up even more, and then we're down again, and then we're back to like break-even-ish level for the past month that we've had these trades. Again, we're still learning, we're still growing. I'm not the best trader in the world yet. Let me close this. But again, I'm honest with you guys, and we're getting better every single day. So what I ended up seeing, right, is let's X all this stuff out. We ended up disrespecting that 15-minute. But let's look here, guys. Girls or whatever. If we go to the 1-hour time frame, we had this bullish 1-hour fair value gap below, and we could see we respected it perfectly on the 10 a.m. close. But we started getting a reaction off of it. Right? We go to the 5-minute time frame on ES. We could see we're still in that 15-minute fair value gap. We had an hourly fair value gap below also, which we tapped into, and we're getting bullish. Confluence is out of it. How do we know that? We end up dipping into it. We end up breaking structure to the upside right away on the 5-minute time frame, right? So we broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. I was like, cool, this could be a cool setup. I feel like we could still come up target data highs and the all-time highs. So again, I was keeping my composure. It wasn't emotional. We took that first loss. It is what it is. We could take another trade if we want to. I ended up going in the same size and targeting our trade, right? Again, worst case, we would have lost. We still have plenty of room on these accounts. We would have had like $1,750 drawdown. But again, now we're back up to like $2,100 or $2,200 drawdown, right? We got plenty of room. So worst case, we could have took a loss. We accepted the risk, right? So we broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. Same thing on ES. So what did I want to look for? I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame because look, we have no 5-minute bearish fair value gaps. We have no 15-minute bearish fair value gaps. The first time we reacted off of this 15-minute fair value gap, and we reacted down, right? But now we filled in a higher time frame fair value gap. Now we're going to continue up. This was already filled. There's nothing in our way, right? So I was like, dope. This is looking good. And and a couple people in the Discord were like, this is going to be bearish, blah, blah, blah. But again, I stuck to my plan, stuck to my bias. So what I do, waiting for a break of structure, scale down to the 1-minute time frame, right? I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame, and as we could see, we got this first retracement down. I didn't enter off this yet because we didn't break structure on the 5-minute time frame here. We ended up breaking structure on the 5-minute time frame on this candle right here, I'm pretty sure. Right? Where did we break structure? 10:15. Okay, maybe we did break structure. But I didn't enter right away. All right? I was kind of waiting for a 5-minute retracement, which we didn't get yet. So I could see, hey, number one, bullish confluences, right? Getting respected. We came into a fair value gap. I could have probably gotten a better entry here, but I didn't. Came into a fair value gap, right? And equilibrium, I assume. Oh, we didn't come in equilibrium. That's probably why I didn't take it yet. I wanted more confirmation. So we came up into the fair value gap. We entered. We didn't enter yet. We're waiting for more confirmation, right? We see another fair value gap form and equilibrium this time, right? I wanted 2 confirmations. You can see that price almost dipped down into equilibrium, right? But we came down to this fair value gap. We ended up getting buying pressure out of it. What did I do? I ended up entering the trade. So I entered the trade right around probably here or something like that before this candle closed, putting my stop loss where equilibrium gets invalidated, right? So first take profit was these highs right here. Second take profit was data highs, as you can see, hit for a 1 to 1.9, so 1 to 2. And then third take profit was going to be here, and final take profit if I had the balls. But again, I didn't have the balls because I was a little bit emotional today. We were in chop for like 40 minutes, which was crazy. Then we got this huge move down, swept out these draws in liquidity, and it started to continue up. And then I was like sick. So I took a partial here, and then I took a partial here. Ended up hitting a 71-point trade, but again, we took a partial. So again, if we held all our runners to the data highs, we would have been in profit, but I already had a bigger loss than expected today. I was trying to preserve capital. I wasn't greedy. I took partials at specific areas because, again, we were about to form a 5-minute SMT off of these data highs, as you can see. So we go to the 5-minute time frame. ES came up, swept out data highs, right? We didn't sweep them out yet on NASDAQ. So I was preparing for an SMT to form, and we almost formed it on the 15-minute also, right? So if a 5-minute SMT formed off these highs, I'd probably expect a retracement. So I took partials at that area, right? We ended up not forming it. I still held my runners, and then we ended up taking full take profit up here. So we ended up still losing $40 in a day, which isn't bad. Again, it's not a win. This should have been the trade we probably should have taken. But overall, again, if Trump didn't tweet, I think we still would have continued up. But we preserved our capital. We came back. We got a win. We trusted our overall game plan. We went in the same size. Our emotions were good. Again, I was a little bit emotional during the chop, but I knew to hold it. I held it, and again, it ended up playing out in our favor. So that's what I've been working on too lately, is holding trades longer. So again, I moved my stop below these lows once we ended up breaking all of these, breaking up out of all this. Again, we came down. I was like, hey, we're probably going to sweep out all these 1 minute lows. These are all low resistance draws in liquidity. Liquidity's building up here. We're probably going to start going up, hopefully, when the macro opens at 11 a.m. So Price came down. We got a quick sweep, and then we ended up getting heavy buying pressure out of that area, respecting a 1 minute fair value gap. I was like, dope. This looks good. We're going to move our stop up to this 1 minute low right here that caused this move. So again, off of that risk to reward, it was a 1 to 4 risk to reward with that. So again, original stop, move stop to here, held runners, hit our full TP, got a little bit of money back because we took partials. But again, yeah, that's how you preserve your capital and keep growing. So again, definitely an interesting day. My music's still not playing, right? Overall, you guys just gotta trust yourself, trust your bias, trust your abilities, trust what you've learned, trust what you've studied, trust the overall long-term game plan if you have one, and be confident in your trades. Again, I had a 2-trade rule. Again, the first trade hurt because I lost a little bit more than usual, but that's just part of it. That's why we take a stop. We have a stop loss. Again, we got filled a little bit lower. I even went half the position size, but ended up taking this trade. It ended up hitting, and we can't complain after that. We ended up holding it for longer than I thought. It was literally the longest trade I've held for AM session. It was like an hour trade we held for. What did we get in at? 10.26. Our full take profit hit at like 11.10. So it's almost an hour trade. But again, I post this stuff, the truth and the real reality of trading. I'm not the best in the world yet. I'm not saying I'm a crazy, amazing, beautiful trader yet. I think I'm good. But again, there's more stuff to learn on top of trading instead of just a strategy. And I'm showing that here for you guys live. Because when I do build up over time, we'll have proof to go back and watch this stuff and all that shit. But again, I think I did a decent job today. I didn't get emotional off the first loss. Trusted my bias, trusted my plan on the second trade, even though people told me not to. Again, you got to cut out the outside noise. We got to remember, trading in general is stressful. But again, trading in front of people is also even more stressful. That's why I started just playing music, cutting out the chat, and I'll chat with people after and before and stuff like that. But I don't know. We're learning and growing. That's all we can do. I'm obsessed with this shit. I'm trying as best as I can every single day to become the person I could be in this. And now it's just the waiting game. It's just we got to be patient, trust the process, trust God, and keep doing what we're doing every single day. And it's working hard, being disciplined, trading, studying, going to the gym, eating healthy, not partying, not having fun. My fun is studying and going back and learning how to try and get better with this because, again, it'll pay off in the future. And if you're going to half-ass this shit, don't even try. I'm just going to tell you that. I might be getting a little bit serious here and stuff like that. But, again, if you're here to play games and have fun with this, it's going to be a rough road for you. So, again, we got to just stay positive, be disciplined. Again, you can have fun, but you got to know when to lock in and when not to lock in. And know that this stuff can actually change your life if you take it seriously. So, other than that, good day. Yesterday or 2 days ago, or whatever, I think it was yesterday because today's only Tuesday. We took a small loss. First take profit got hit, and then we got stopped out a little bit below break even. We moved our stop up. So again, we're only down 44 plus 29, whatever that is. Probably around $80-something, close to $190 or $90 or something like that, down on the week. But again, could have been down like $500 per account on the week, but we ended up getting profits back. We weren't greedy. We didn't try and get a shit ton of it back, and we ended up entering the same size every single time, and we get it back. We target our draws, and we let it run. So other than that, hopefully you guys learn a little bit in this. Again, I'm a little bit out of it today because today was definitely a little bit stressful. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie here. And again, I was just on the phone for like an hour with one of my students and then someone else that's in the Discord who's a good trader. So again, I've been talking, and the adrenaline wore off. So now I'm starting to crash a little bit and the coffee wore off. So just bear with me. Yeah, hopefully you guys learn a lot from these videos, and I appreciate it. We'll keep doing these. If you want the in-depth trade recaps, go to the Discord. Join the Discord. It's a good community. It's only $9.99 a month. It's nothing. We do free classes, everything in there. All right, cool, awesome. Have a great day. Peace out.